Surprisingly, the label once associated only with uncool dads and casual walks has now risen to become the undisputed champion of modern streetwear. However, can you actually distinguish between devices that justify their price tag and those that are merely passing fads? Today, BAMPIC looks at much more than just appearance. We will explore the design, technology, and history that pushed New Balance to its current success. Although you might feel certain about which product is best, this new comparison will definitely surprise you, because our leading choice is highly unexpected. Today, we are reviewing 10 highly popular New Balance silhouettes, meaning shoe shapes, to find out which model is truly worth adding to your footwear collection. In 10th place, the New Balance 1000. Originally from the late 1990s, New Balance revived this polarizing sneaker to take over today's retail display shelves. We must consider if this sleek silver aesthetic and its clean contours match modern preferences, or if it is merely a temporary trend. Notice how the upper, meaning the shoe's top part, blends breathable mesh with shiny overlays for a futuristic look. Luckily, New Balance put their special cushioning absorb foam in the heel to keep your walks highly comfortable. While this sneaker boasts a highly original look, you might notice it feels somewhat heavy when compared to newer, lightweight shoe models. If your goal is turning heads and drawing attention to your footwear on the street, choose this specific silhouette. The New Balance 1906R takes 9th place. Named after the year New Balance was established, this sneaker was crafted to honor the rich history and heritage of the brand. Yet, you would be entirely wrong to assume this sneaker is obsolete or outdated. Notice how this brilliantly engineered shoe uses geometric structural overlays and the specialized end cap lacing setup to keep your foot completely locked in. Still, if you prefer a clean, minimalist aesthetic, this cluttered design might feel overwhelming. Though styled like vintage Y2K runners, the Activa foam inside the midsole, or center cushioning layer, creates a flexible, modern ride that feels just like walking on clouds. That being said, you should skip this pair if you require high tops or highly formal dress shoes. If you are looking to fuse heritage design with modern cushioning technology, the 1906R is unmatched. The New Balance 530 takes 8th place. You have probably noticed this specific version dominating Instagram fashion feeds, and it genuinely looks like a timeless design that will never fade. Does this product thrive solely on its vintage charm, or does it actually deliver enough real performance to justify the hype? First, notice the upper is constructed from a porous mesh fabric, which keeps your feet cool by letting air circulate. But you should definitely avoid wearing these during wet, rainy weather. While engineered initially for runners with a supportive end cap midsole, this model has evolved from its athletic roots into a popular streetwear staple, rather than a serious performance shoe. But if you need a versatile sneaker that easily transitions from tailored trousers to workout leggings, the Retro 530 model is a perfect choice, unless you specifically prefer a highly intricate and ultra-modern sneaker design. In 7th place, the New Balance 2000. Notice how this enigmatic sneaker stands out in the New Balance lineup, instantly drawing your eye with its chunky and heavily layered aesthetic. Now, does this complex styling result in a heavy shoe that tires your feet? Or has New Balance managed to overcome that problem? Featuring premium padding inside the midsole, or center sole, this runner grants a rare degree of balance that few other sneakers offer. However, if you prefer a slim and streamlined shoe, you might find this particular silhouette a little too chunky. While the look clearly channels early 2000s fashion, wearing this sneaker reveals that the interior cushioning is vastly superior to what you get in standard footwear. If you wonder whether this shoe works for long walks, notice how the premium quality materials on the upper, which is the top section, ensure great durability and lifespan, unless you plan on wearing them to a formal event. Number 6 is the New Balance 550. Back in 1989, this sneaker was a premier performer on the hardwood. Yet, it suddenly vanished into the company archives, sitting forgotten and collecting dust for decades. Just as everyone assumed this classic design was completely outdated, the model made a triumphant comeback to dominate the modern streetwear scene. Notice how the clean, traditional styling and tiny N emblem evoke a wonderful sense of nostalgia. Rather than a simple re-release, notice how the premium-grade leather and robust stitching techniques have raised the bar for manufacturing standards. While engineered for vertical performance on the basketball court, These sneakers are now a centerpiece of everyday streetwear. If you want a lot of bend right away, this stiff leather could feel a bit restrictive before it breaks in. Still, because the 550 represents a classic sneaker resurrected from complete obscurity, wearing this historic silhouette is a truly fantastic option, provided you do not mind sporting the exact same shoe that currently floods everyone's Instagram feeds. Number 5 is the New Balance 9060. To discuss a sneaker that perfectly merges creative contemporary art with brilliant structural engineering, we absolutely have to look at this design. What made this shoe with its unusual cushioning design such a massive hit? First, New Balance designers took the heritage design cues, or DNA, of their classic 990 running shoes and merged them with futuristic concepts, creating a striking, chunky silhouette that looks like a creature from a science fiction film. Featuring Absorb and SBS cushioning, this shaped midsole makes every step you take feel incredibly soft. However, if you prefer a sleeker look, the bulky shape and prominent layered panels might make you think twice initially. While the design looks incredibly bold, feeling the high-quality suede and mesh immediately reveals that this shoe is a true masterpiece. Still, cleaning those tiny, complex features can easily turn into a constant chore without regular attention. Coming in fourth, the New Balance 327. This particular silhouette is the perfect match if you want a sneaker combining vintage 1970s style with the latest contemporary design trends. Interestingly, this striking aesthetic actually draws its design inspiration from archival heritage models, specifically the 320 and 355. What immediately grabs your attention is the rugged, lugged outsole, or bottom sole, which climbs all the way up the back of the heel. This design is not just for looks, because the physical shape actually provides excellent grip, which means superior traction. You will immediately notice the shoe's trademark giant N logo on the side panel, though this bold branding element might feel too flashy for minimalist sneakerheads. While this nylon and suede upper, meaning the shoe's top portion, feels incredibly lightweight, its thin build offers very little insulation, meaning your feet will freeze in colder climates. While the 327 definitely splits sneaker opinions down the middle, nobody can deny that this silhouette is one of the most unconventional designs of recent years. Third place goes to New Balance 574. Representing the core of New Balance, this iconic sneaker carries a rich history, starting back in 1988. Yet, how did a sneaker first developed as a versatile, cheap running shoe eventually become the most successful silhouette in this brand's history? This upper, or main body, features a traditional blend of suede and mesh to give the sneaker a retro, historic feel. However, if you prefer a highly advanced and intricate aesthetic, the straightforward look of this classic shoe could feel somewhat redundant. By surrounding a soft EVA foam core with a durable polyurethane rim, this end-cap midsole balances supportive stability and comfort, though it feels slightly firmer than what you get in newer sneaker models. If you want a timeless sneaker that easily matches every single outfit in your closet, the classic 574 serves as the perfect, reliable partner, assuming you do not plan on wearing it for competitive track racing. Taking second place, the New Balance 2002R. This sneaker represents a fascinating journey from an initial retail flop to legendary success. Honestly, when this product first debuted back in 2010, the steep launch price meant that very few buyers were actually interested. New Balance revived this classic for street fashion by completely redesigning the bottom sole unit. Using the 860 V2's midsole, this shoe combines energy technology with absorb cushioning in the heel to absorb shock and soften your landings. Don't assume this is just for comfort. Examine the upper, the shoe's top section, to see the detailed craftsmanship. You get a truly premium feel from this combination of high-grade suede and synthetics. However, during extreme heat, this version may lack the superior airflow found in full mesh designs. But if you are searching for the ultimate combination of vintage throwback aesthetics and plush underfoot cushioning, the 2002R is unmatched on this rundown, unless our upcoming #1 choice completely changes your opinion. First place, the New Balance 990 V6. Next, we examine New Balance's definitive flagship sneaker, famous for its universal slogan about London models and Ohio dads. But what unique design upgrade does this 6th iteration, or version, bring to the table that distinguishes it from all previous models in the lineup? For the first time, New Balance introduced their springy fuel cell foam into the midsole, which is the shoe's middle cushioning layer, giving this 990 model a uniquely soft and bouncy feel. However, if you prefer the solid support of previous models, this significant redesign may feel a bit unusual initially. By stripping away these middle suede panels, the shoe's upper achieves a cleaner, more streamlined silhouette while still honoring its classic gray legacy. But this high price point has always been a major barrier for customers. Even though this shoe is globally famous for supreme comfort, the key question is whether you want to pay a premium price to experience their advanced footwear technology and domestic American craftsmanship. Or will you opt for a cheaper alternative? New Balance's evolution from athletic performance gear to a streetwear icon represents a journey defined by creative design breakthroughs and daring risks. Ultimately, you are the one who chooses which of these 10 shoe models you will walk in. If this breakdown helped you make an informed decision, please support our channel by clicking the like button. More crucially, tell me in the comments below, if you were limited to just one model, which tier would you select? Remember to subscribe to Bami Kicks and turn on alerts so you can stay updated on all our detailed shoe reviews and the latest trending sneaker releases. You will find all the purchase links and additional details in the description below. Stay safe until our next video.